yourself and each other. Good night.
All your favorites return. AGT All-Stars, Monday, January 2nd.
We don't want you to be our coach anymore.
Your grandpa is taking my place?
Tonight, it's Lopez Little League.
Always play fair unless you're losing. Out for the rest of the season.
Lopez versus Lopez tonight.
Since 1985, Lee Ayers Jewelers in Stevens Point has built its reputation on service. Adore amazing custom jewelry by nationally acclaimed artist Thomas Daling. Trust in our expert jewelry repair by Dan Zier. Both assisted by renowned Greg Austin. Enjoy a stress-free experience from our thoughtful and caring assistants, Glenda, Eve, Andrea, and Bridget. For service beyond compare, go to Lee Ayers Jewelers, downtown Stevens Point.
If your family struggles with food insecurity, call the Family Food Helpline.
Straight ahead, a shakeup in Madison. We'll learn about a top secretary resigning. Plus, another perspective, we'll take a look at dual language signs on a local reservation. And an investigation into a car that was left on the side of a Wisconsin lake. We'll have the details as your local news starts right now.
News Watch 12 with Jessica Jukic and Conrad Sapinski.
Good evening and welcome to News Watch 12 at 6. I'm Jessica Jukic. Law enforcement arrested a Wood County man back in October for selling meth, cocaine, and heroin. He left jail on bond but was arrested again today for selling illegal drugs. John Brogan was one of 7 arrested on October 6th after search warrants were executed in the town of Hanson and village of Vesper. A family member paid a bond for Brogan to be released. Over the past several weeks, Wood County investigators learned that Brogan was selling and using illegal drugs. A traffic stop today led to finding meth on Brogan's residence. He's now in custody again. A 34-year-old Wisconsin cold case is solved. This week, a Washington man was charged in the 1988 killing of a Wisconsin woman. 66-year-old Jean Meyer was charged with first-degree murder and first-degree sexual assault in the killing of 60-year-old Betty Rolfe. She was sexually assaulted, beaten, and strangled in her home in 1988 just outside of Appleton. Meyer was arrested on Wednesday after investigators ran DNA from Rolfe's body and searched a database for any close biological relatives to the suspect. From that search, police found Meyer's DNA matched that crime scene. We had some flurries today, but more's on the way, hopefully.
Yes, Jessica, more is on the way. What a good guess. More snow is definitely on the way. Taking a look outside right now, it's cold as well. 20s outside, teens as well in the Northwoods, but it is cold, folks, so layer up and bundle up. 26 degrees, that's that temperature right now here in Rhinelander, 28 in Tomahawk, 26 in Eagle River as well. There are a couple of pockets of teens. It is also windy outside, so if you have your hats on, hold your hats, as we do have a 13-mile-an-hour wind here in town. 13 in Anago as well, gusts close to 25 miles per hour. So you know what that means. That little combination means cold feels like temperatures in the teens all across the Northwoods, even down south, closer to Stevens Point and south of the Rapids. Some places do feel like it is in the teens. Not much going on outside, though. We had some flurries earlier today, like Jessica mentioned. Now we just have some partly cloudy skies around the region. That snow is long gone. It's in Michigan right now, pretty much in the Ohio Valley. But overall, we're looking good. Our next system is going to develop right here where those thicker clouds are right now in North Dakota. That's going to arrive tomorrow. Tonight, though, for us, temperatures will continue to stick around in those mid-20s. Jessica?
Thank you, Conrad. Wisconsin State Health Secretary, who has held the job the past 2 years, is leaving Governor Tony Evers' administration. Karen Timberlake is the second cabinet member to announce since Evers won re-election that she will not be returning after Department of Natural Resources Secretary Preston Cole retired last month. Evers has not named replacements for either position. Timberlake became the Department of Health Services Secretary in January 2021 after her predecessor, Andrea Palm, left for a job in President Joe Biden's administration. Timberlake is among many of Evers' appointees who never received a confirmation vote in the Senate, but that didn't prevent her from doing the job. The governor's office says Timberlake will leave on January 2nd, the day before Evers is sworn into his second term. Shots fired incidents in Madison dropped by 21% compared to the same time last year. Shots fired incidents along with stolen cars and traffic safety have been the focus of MPD's 2022 strategic plan. Stolen cars have decreased by 5%. The mayor says this was thanks to law enforcement and the public health efforts. Earlier today in Mole Lake, a ceremony was held to unveil the first dual-language highway sign in the native language of Sakagan Chippewa community. The first installation of dual-language signs in Wisconsin happened in November 2021 of last year. With today's new unveiling, it makes the fourth tribal nation in Wisconsin to have signs. Secretary of Wisconsin DOT Craig Thompson says it took a lot of hard work to make this happen.
We've worked with our partners at the Federal Highway Administration, finally got approval for it, and we're happy that we're going to be working with our fourth tribal nation today to do that.
This will benefit drivers on the road as they're entering the Sakagan Chippewa community and will be able to see it in both languages. Cultural Committee President Marissa Van Zyl says this is a huge opportunity.
We're taking a great step in the future of preserving our language and just being proud of who we are as Ojibwe people.
The Wisconsin DOT will be putting up the highway signs tomorrow. Wisconsin Assembly Speaker Robin Vos says he wants to cut taxes by more than $3.4 billion in the next state budget. Vos, along with Democratic State Representative Callan Haywood, discussed how they would like to see the legislature handle the state's projected $6.6 billion surplus during a virtual event today. For months, Vos and Republicans have said they want to cut taxes with an emphasis on future flattening the state's income tax rates. The last state budget passed by the legislature and signed by Governor Tony Evers cut taxes by $3.4 billion. Wisconsin's income tax rates began at 3.54% and increased to 7.65%. The top rate applies to single filers earning more than $280,000 and up, married joint filers making more than $374,000, and married people filing separate returns with taxable income of more than $187,000. The University of Wisconsin system is launching a new tuition program aimed at Midwest neighbors, hoping that it will bring back more students to Badger State colleges. The UW Board of Regents approved the creation of the non-resident Midwest tuition rate. It aims to reverse enrollment declines from neighboring states pulling out of the regional initiative known as Midwest Student Exchange Program, or MSEP. MSEP is a program which offers tuition discounts for non-residents. Last year, 2,828 students from states like Illinois, Indiana, and Missouri enrolled at Wisconsin universities. That represents a 29% decline from 4,043 MSEP enrollees in 2017. Wisconsin saw the largest influx of students from all participating states during the 2020-2021 school year and the third lowest out-migration of 239 students according to MSEP data. Americans' wealth continues to slip. According to data from the Federal Reserve released Friday, the net worth of households and nonprofit organizations decreased to $143.3 trillion in the third quarter. That's a loss of $400 billion. However, it's not as bad as the second quarter loss when Americans' wealth plummeted more than $6 trillion. The decline is said to have been driven by a drop in stock prices. The value of household stocks has reduced by nearly $2 trillion, while Americans' real estate holdings increased in values by $700 billion. Milwaukee police say the bodies of a 7-year-old girl and a 25-year-old woman were found inside a car submerged in Northridge Lake. Kendall Keys has more.
A car sitting on the edge of the lake right across from Northridge Mall drew a lot of police attention today.
News Chopper 12 flying over the scene Thursday near 70th Street and Brown Deer Road in Milwaukee. That's where investigators found the bodies of a 25-year-old woman and a 7-year-old girl.
This is a missing critical person. There should be one person and a child.
Officers have been walking back and forth, kind of taking some photos, looking inside and outside.
Police say someone noticed this brown Nissan submerged in Northridge Lake and called 911. 12 News obtained this photo of the car when it was submerged in the water from a nearby surveillance camera.
The car is submerged, except the hood of the car is still, and the trunk is open.
Investigators not saying how long the car was in the lake before it got pulled to the water's edge.
There are no tire marks or any sort of marks leading up to where the car is sitting.
Milwaukee Fire Department responded and recovered the 2 bodies from the water.
Second victim out.
It's still not clear tonight why the car wound up by Northridge Lake.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas in parts of Wisconsin. And a unique event is bringing more people to downtown Tomahawk. We'll have the details after Weather with Conrad right here on Newswatch 12.
Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Bone and Joint Walk-In Care.
Ever dream of a charming toy store with unique toys, games, and puzzles? A store that encourages unplugged and active play, discovery, and imagination. It's real, it's Imaginuity. Visit our beautiful new store in Minocqua soon.
If you already know that a blend of tender, marbled Wagyu beef makes the best burger, good for you. Arby's Wagyu Steakhouse Burger is back. You beef genius? Arby's, we have the meat.
See the exceptional selection of jewelry at Golden Carat Jewelers. Artistic handmade jewelry by Michu and Bella Trois. Fashion-forward designs by Mira T. and Frederick Sage. The latest trends and the forever classics from Facet Barcelona, Catan, and more. Your full-service jewelry store in downtown Minocqua, Golden Carat Jewelers has a surprise for everyone.
Look! It's easy to say things. Anyone can do that.
Look closer.
Meaning what you say, that's a little harder. And a little harder to find. But at US Cellular, when we say you get unlimited data for $29.99 per line, we don't mean only if you get 4 lines. We mean $29.99 per line, even 1. Plus, every plan is price protected for every customer.
At Chevy, the holidays mean going places and doing things you love to do with friends and family. Visit your local Chevy dealer, and when you find your red tag, you find your deal. Then make the most of your time with the people who matter most. Find new moments, find new roads. Find your red tag and get $1,500 total cash allowance on all 2022 Silverado pickups with a 2.7-liter turbo engine. Plus, current Chevy owners get an additional $2,500 cash allowance. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
And welcome back. It's Friday. The weekend is pretty much knocking on the door. But graphic behind me does show how much snow we've had so far this year. The last several years, we've had a lot of snow dating back to even 2018 of the 2019 season. This time, right now, this year, 15.1 inches of snow doesn't seem like a lot, but a lot more is on the way. Those totals will be much, much higher in the next week. We did have a couple of flurries earlier this morning, then some cloud cover, but overall, most of that snow did stay pretty much just south of Wausau area, like we forecasted, where several inches of snow piled up. Even in the northwest suburbs of Chicago, they got a couple inches of snow, so they got a taste of winter finally. But we will have some more snow, folks. All this cloud cover right here in the west and the North Dakota, that's going to be our next small low-pressure system. That's going to be moving in pretty much at around noontime tomorrow, lasting throughout the day on Saturday. And then by the overnight hours, finally starting to clear up. So by Sunday morning, we'll be in the clear, just some cloud cover in the region. So we're thinking maybe an inch of snow, maybe an inch and a half of snow for Saturday. But now let's talk about what's going to happen middle of next week. We have another big, slow-moving low-pressure system. Right now it's starting to brew in the west, a little bit of rain showers, some snow. But the mountains in the west will get feet of snow. We're talking 3, 4, maybe 5 feet of snow. Still nothing out of the ordinary, of course. The higher you go in elevation, the more snow you're going to get. But this is the beginning of the storm. Pretty much like the calm before the storm, folks. By Tuesday evening, the snow starts to arrive, really picks up in intensity Tuesday overnight, and then into Wednesday. Might mix with a little bit of some wintry precipitation on Wednesday as temperatures hover slightly above the freezing mark. But then on the back end, Wednesday night into Thursday, and then once again through the day on Friday, we'll have some snow showers in the region. Still a little bit early to tell how much exactly we're going to get, but we're looking at possibly over 6 inches. So we'll keep an eye on that, folks. Still a bit early to have exact totals, but it's going to be a pretty big one. So get those shovels and snow plows ready. Temperatures are also starting to cool down. Did have the cold front start to pass by now. The Northeast is in on the cold. 39 in New York City, around the freezing mark by Bangor. So everyone's starting to cool off. I know in Maine they had temperatures in the 50s just 2 days ago. Now everybody's cooling off. That colder air will continue to come down from Canada, and that has arrived today. 30 degrees was the high here earlier in Rhinelander. Same thing in Eagle River. Land O'Lakes came in at 29 degrees. Our average should be around 29 with an average low of around 13. So today, we pretty much had that. We were near the average mark. The next several days, we're going to be near the average mark, where temperatures are going to be in those upper 20s, lower 30s, maybe some mid 30s at that. But overall, it's going to get cold. By end of next week, temperatures are going to go this way. So after that snow falls, it's going to look like a really winter wonderland outside. And then it's going to really cool off. So now it's that type of season. Ice is starting to freeze up on the lakes. This is how much is to have some nice ice fishing. 4 inches to have really good ice fishing. You don't want to fall through the ice, folks. But our 7-day outlook, brought to you by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress, does show that low pressure moving in Tuesday evening, lasting all the way through the rest of next week. Jessica?
Thank you, Conrad. Snow is moving into our area tomorrow, but parts of Wisconsin are already looking like a winter wonderland. Snow plows were in full force today after Madison received 5 inches of snow. At 3 p.m., they began clearing the roads with the help from heavy equipment contractors. They anticipate it could take 12 to 14 hours to clear. City crews started salting the roads at 3 a.m., but that didn't stop the roads from turning slick. Temperatures are expected to remain near freezing for most of the day. As the holidays inch closer, a local event came to downtown Tomahawk tonight. Hometown Christmas on Main Street is welcoming hundreds of people along North 4th Street. It's in its 4th year, and it's a community celebration with one main attraction, live mannequins sitting in the windowsills of businesses. Mary Smith is the organizer and says she's excited to see everything coming together.
I just went around and said, do you think this would be a possibility? If not, what would you like to do? So some have come up with their own, and some have just asked me to help them a little bit. I don't care. Either way.
The decorations are paid for by Smith with the help from others. They have been able to partner with most of the downtown businesses.
And my thought was, how am I going to do 53? I didn't have any clue, but I thought, I just sat down, calmed down, and I thought, we can do this. Tomahawk, they want to be part of it. We're going to make them part of it.
The event kicked off with ATV, UTV off-road Jeep parade at 4:30 with the live mannequins. It's Friday Night Blitz. We'll have a preview of tonight's big game, and a local library is keeping the community busy this winter. We'll have more after the break.
This December, play at the Mole Lake Casino and Lodge during the 23 days of Christmas. Redeem 25 same-day points at one of our kiosks and pick a gift from the Mole Lake Christmas tree. Only at the Mole Lake Casino and Lodge.
Update your bathroom with help from Menards. A brand new Magic Woods vanity is the perfect addition to your bathroom. Magic Woods offers innovative, trend-setting styles to match your lifestyle. Complete your bathroom update with a new bath fan from Broen, like this room-side ceiling exhaust bath fan. Both a fan and a light. Its elegant design will add that finishing touch. Right now on sale for $119.99 at Menards. Plus, a Menards gift card is always a great gift idea.
More season's greetings to you all from Menards.
What does expert HVAC installation look like to you? Having a perfect reading nook on a humid day? A place to enjoy the view on a cold winter day? With a carrier system installed by Dahlquist, your home will be comfortable from room to room. Plus, you'll be getting expert installation of a system brought to you by the people who invented modern air conditioning. Contact Dahlquist today for your carrier. turn to the experts.
Did you know that Renewal by Andersen will replace your windows any time of the year and in any weather? Call now. Our replacement windows are vastly superior to vinyl. Get a free consultation. This money-saving offer with great financing ends soon.
Would you look at that?
It's beautiful. Wow. That's our boy.
So bright. Right now, get a sausage McMuffin or sausage biscuit paired with hash browns for just $2.50.
Whether it's for work or play, you want a truck that'll get the job done right. We have them all. Half-ton trucks, Power Strokes, Cummins, Duramax, SUVs, over 800 to choose from. Know that all Lens trucks are fully inspected, certified clean, can be purchased online, and can be delivered right to your door. It's our way of saying thanks to our past and future customers for the last 35 years. Go now to lenstruck.com.
Lens Truck. Celebrate and play at the Mole Casino and Lodge. Win cash during New Year's Eve drawings December 30th and 31st. Redeem 25 same-day points per entry. Entertainment each evening starting at 8 p.m. Only at the Mole Casino and Lodge.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Slumberland.
The Park Falls Public Library is staying busy this winter. Here are some pictures from the Cooking in the Library event they held last night. Next Tuesday, there will be Cricket Christmas ornament making classes from 4:30 to 6:30. Then on Wednesday, there will be Christmas bingo from 2 to 3:30. You can reach out to Park Falls Public Library for more details. Tonight's Friday Night Blitz with a bunch of exciting high school basketball games going on around our area. One big game we're covering is the Lakeland Union hosting Ladysmith. T-Bird star Juliana Womette is only 8 points away from becoming Lakeland Union's all-time leading scorer. She's currently sitting at 1,897 points and is hoping to break the scoring record set by Katie Voigt back in 1993. Be sure to tune into Friday Night Blitz tonight at 10 to see if she was able to break that record. We'll have a final check of the forecast after the break, but first, here's today's Big Old Fish.
Newswatch 12's Big Old Fish is brought to you by Kurt's Island Sports Shop in Minocqua.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
How many tuna does it take to screw in a light bulb? Well, they don't. They just call an electric eel. Anyway, let's move on with this week's Big Old Fish. And we start out with Lacey Petrakis. Now, she didn't give really any information other than the size of this catfish, so I'm not even totally sure which variety of catfish it is, but it is, in fact, 31 inches and 10 pounds. And that is a big old fish. Way to go, Lacey. Keep on reeling them in. Next up, we have Scott Bradley from Newborn. Now, he was fishing in Alaska when he caught this 120-pound halibut. Now, this beast was caught in Yakutat Bay while jigging with a big old jig. And I agree with him. It is, in fact, a big old fish. Way to go. Keep on reeling them in. And finally, on this week's Big Old Fish, we have Isaac Pringle, who nailed this huge flathead cat at the Nick-a-Jack Dam. Well, that is one big old fish, Isaac. Way to go. Keep on reeling them in. All right, fishermen and women, make sure to keep those trophy pictures coming. All the information you need to be in a future episode of Big Old Fish and win a Norling taxidermy fish mount is on our website, WJFW.com. And remember, anglers, fish on.
Protecting the people and businesses in our community is our highest priority. Our combined 126 years of history connects you to some of the best carriers in the business, like Auto Owners Insurance. Together, Klinner and Meyer Insurance bring even more expertise and more ways to protect you, all with the same unwavering support and a single commitment, protecting what matters most in your world. Together, we are Klinner Insurance. Your world protected.
To everyone who loves great food,
Let us make you a meal the Wisconsin way.
We cook each butter burger to order for you and the people you love, so it's the best part of your day.
The best.
The best.
And every creamy scoop of fresh frozen custard, pure happiness.
Pure happiness.
Pure happiness. Because where Culver's comes from.
And the heart of America's Dairyland.
Our love.
Our love for fresh food is as strong as our love for all of you.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Get the most out of the winter ski season with Newswatch 12 Ski and Board Report. Find the latest slope conditions for ski hills across northern Wisconsin and the UP. On air and online. Brought to you by Ski Brule in Iron River.
Goodwill starts with you this holiday season. As you get ready to open your door to family and friends, shop Goodwill for great deals on festive decor, one-of-a-kind outfits, and do-it-yourself gift supplies. Perfect for any holiday gathering. You'll also be opening the door to job training and opportunities for neighbors in our community. Your purchases and donations save items from the landfill and keep the holiday spirit alive all year round. Goodwill starts with you.
It's a red carpet affair this New Year's Eve at Ho-Chunk Gaming in Wittenberg. Dress to impress. There will be party favors, complimentary food from the Mint, a free photo booth, and live music from Video Star. Plus, hot seat drawings, barrel drawings for $1,000 cash. Then at midnight, a grand prize drawing for a Ford Explorer and $2,000 cash. Plus, another cash giveaway at 1 a.m. Earn entries throughout December to win big on New Year's Eve.
Come into Chequamegon Adventure Company in Minocqua for the end-of-season sale. Great deals on all pet bikes, snowshoes, clothing, and accessories.
Partly cloudy skies outside right now, but more snow will be on the way. We had some flurries today, but tomorrow's the main deal. We're looking at around maybe an inch of snow, maybe an inch and a half in some spots. So let's say 1 to 1.5 inches of snow for tomorrow. And then our 7-day outlook does show another bigger low pressure system moving in by middle to end of next week. So keep those shovels handy, Jessica. We'll definitely need them.
That'll definitely be beautiful. Thank you, Conrad. That's all the time we have. We'll see you back here at 10.
Mr. Food Test Kitchen is brought to you by Golden Carrot Jewelers and Creative Kitchen and Bath Studio.
The other day after lunch, we were all craving freshly baked cookies. Fortunately for us, that's a perk of working in the test kitchen. At most jobs, you can't just stop what you're doing and whip up a batch of cookies at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. But we can, and we did. And the